Give the people what they want. It's a phrase I know you've heard before, and if there's one thing you learn quickly in this job, is that there is one thing that people love more than anything else: complaining. Today is National Gripers Day, which I know sounds negative, but it comes from a positive place. Its creator, freelance writer Jack Gilbert, came up with the idea in 1984 as a way to foster conversation again and get people talking, and he figured listening to people's gripes was as good a way to start as any, and he even went as far as to publish his phone number so people could just call him up. This gave me an idea. I went online today and got the conversation started by asking about the things that bother you, but I wanted to keep it light, so I asked you about the things that bother you, but you also know are kind of silly. And then I went a step further and took these complaints to Most Buffalo's chief executive in charge of listening, Nate Benson.
The number one thing, Nate, that seems to drive people crazy is other people.
I feel that on a personal level. I do find most of the time I'm bothered by others.
They don't like the way that they eat or drink or drive or park. And the eating thing, it's especially if they make noise. They don't like that at all. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
I love it. I hate doing it. It's so good.
Jane said, I feel like I'm suffocating if someone holds my thumb.
I wouldn't classify that as kind of a silly gripe. That seems concerning, if I'm being honest. Like, how often is that happening in your life?
Tracy says, when someone pulls a paper towel off the roll and leaves an uneven piece hanging.
Yeah. If you can't get a clean rip, that's not a silly gripe. That's a legitimate household concern that deserves a family meeting. They're perforated edges, okay, people?
Erin hates it when people whisper in her ear because it freaks her out.
Sometimes, Erin, you gotta say things quietly. So, you can't just be loud all the time, Erin.
Do you have any general recommendations for people when it comes to minor annoyances?
Have to cope with it, right? I mean, I find myself usually in my driveway in the morning or at night screaming. Ah!
There's one viewer that said they find cat pictures annoying. Can you imagine? The whole point of this being a thing where it brings people together to just have that nice conversation.
It's happening here.
That is it for today. Be well, stay well. We'll see you next time.
Maybe.